Welcome back. Now for what's trending in true crime. Mama Donna Adelson is waking up at her new temporary home, the Florida Women's Reception Center in Ocala, Florida. Now, it's unknown just how long she will stay there, but it's typically where female prisoners go after their sentencing before they are assigned to a permanent prison home. It's interesting to note that Catherine McBanawa is also at this facility, but she's in a different section, so it's unlikely that she and Mama Donna are going to cross paths there. Donna's defense team, we know, requested that she not serve time in the same prison as Catherine McBanawa, her son's ex-girlfriend. Right now, Donna can't have any visitors while she's being processed. A few months back, though, we saw her testify at a hearing about all the problems she was experiencing at the Leon County Jail. Let's watch.
I was assaulted by another inmate while I was here at the beginning of October.
October 2024?
Yes.
And when you say here, do you mean the Leon County Jail?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Since you began experiencing that pain, since October of 2024, have you requested medical treatment?
Yes.
And what has the response been?
They said they would take an x-ray, but in the meantime, I could have Tylenol.
So our question now is, where do we think Mama Donna will end up? Let's discuss that. Let's bring in Florida attorney John Phillips and criminology expert, author, and professor at St. Thomas University in Florida, Dr. Debbie Goodman. Good morning to you both. All right, so there are 4 major facilities that house female prisoners in Florida. As you both know, the defense is asking that Donna Adelson will be near Miami because she wants to be by husband Harvey. That would be the Homestead Correctional Institution in Florida City. So, Dr. Debbie, do you think they're going to honor that request?
Good morning, Julie and John. I don't think they're going to honor their request or what Donna's defense team is asking, because who among us would have sympathy for her? You know, this prima donna mentality that she's been exhibiting, Julie, throughout the entire process is so inappropriate and unfavorable that those of us following this case can only have the sympathy and empathy for the Markel family. So I don't think she's going to South Florida. My best guess is she'll be at the Lowell Corrections Institute, which, by the way, a little fun fact, who else is there? Another high-profile female inmate whose case you covered, Miss Sarah Boone. And Ms. Boone, as the courties recall, was the affiliate of the suitcase murder, in which she is serving a life sentence for the second-degree murder of her boyfriend, George Torres. So I don't see prima donna Adelson heading to Miami anytime soon.
Dr. Debbie, what a prediction you just gave us. Let's just take a moment. What if what you said comes true and we have prisoners Donna Adelson and Sarah Boone in the same facility? I just can't right now. John Phillips, I just, your thoughts on that idea.
She stole my thunder. There's others that you've covered as well. Julie Schoenecker has been through there. Dalia DiPolito, I think, was one that was covered. There's a whole list. And the reason is this is the high security place. Lowell is the high security place. 3,000 women approximately are housed there. It's the one that fits her, you know, and fits her situation. Certainly she's in the Women's Florida Reception Center, which is the mental health and kind of pre-prison, you know, like this is where we're trying to figure out where somebody fits. But given she's already alleged abuse, that could work, you know, against her, actually, because they may say, all right, well, you want more security? Well, Lowell is right there where we've even been looked at by the DOJ in 2020 because of abuse allegations. You're sure to fit in here.
Great points. John, thank you for that. So let's take a look back at one of those clips from that hearing where Donna had so many complaints about what was happening in the Leon County Jail.
You don't, and the word is snitch. You don't snitch. You don't tell on anyone because you'll be sorry you did. And I've seen that. And so, I didn't even tell you for a while. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't want she's a big woman, and I was afraid of her.
In the script. Okay, so I'm having a little trouble hearing. You caught me on camera. My earpiece came out. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the programs that are offered at the Homestead facility. Now, this is the facility that Mama Donna wants to go to. Okay, so if she gets her wish and she goes down to Miami, I'm laughing because come to your television set. Friends at home, if you're drinking coffee, come to the TV set, put your glasses on. This is worth a read. Look at some of these activities that Mama Donna could do. And maybe this is why she wants to go there. In addition to being close to Harvey, she could do aerobics. She could engage in beekeeping. A program called God Behind Bars. She needs that. The Law Library, New Horizons Service Dog Program. And then the last two, how about these Thinking for a Change? I'm sure she'd have a lot to say in that program if she still thinks that she's a victim somehow. And then Victim Impact. I hope they don't let her anywhere near that one. John Phillips, what do you think about these programs and Mama Donna potentially doing them?
I can see her now. These bees, they're chasing me. These bees.
The drama.
You know, the drama, you know, and that's, look, prison reform is a serious issue, like serious. The abuse, the lack of funding, the lack of, you know, good meals. But you do the crime, you got to do the time. And, you know, I find it hard to have sympathy, even though I have sympathy for inmates. You know, I just find it hard to have sympathy for her and seeing her, you know, mess with bees versus, again, Lowell Correctional where she will learn, you know, from other inmates and the coursework there.
Yeah.
More stringent.
Yeah, no, this would be great if she goes there. The Lowell Annex, yeah, Sarah Boone and Catherine McBanawa. That's where she is as well, I've been told. So, okay, Dr. Debbie, back to these activities. I want to take a moment, just ask you what you think might be suitable for Mama Donna if she goes to Homestead.
Right. I still think, Julie, based on what she's been convicted of, murder, conspiracy, solicitation, the environment really is designed to be punitive, and whether she participates in some of these activities or not, I would almost guess that she would not. I think she is somebody who, again, exhibits the conduct of being grandiose, narcissistic, again, the whole prima donna mentality that she has exhibited, that I would guess whatever facility she's in, she will stay unto herself, thinking that she's far above everybody else. She comes across as concerned and frightened. So I don't see her interacting much. I don't see her going to Miami. If she did, then yes, she has perhaps the family visitation, but I think she will spend the rest of her life playing checkers with Sarah Boone.
I love it. Boom. We're going to end this segment right there. Dr. Debbie Goodman, John Phillips, thank you both so much.